All right, listen. Right now, the internet is exploding with AI builders. Anti-gravity, Lovable, Cursor, Replit. Every week, there's a new tool saying, build your whole app in 5 minutes. But here's the truth, no one says out loud. 95% of people still get absolute garbage results. Broken UI, random features, workflows that don't work, and then they blame the tool. The real problem is the way people think about building. No structure, no clarity, no process. Look, 1 year ago, I was the same. I used to open these tools with zero plan, zero direction, and the AI would just freestyle nonsense. Everything changed when I stopped treating AI like a magician and started giving it clear instructions. So in this video, I'm going to show you the exact system I use to get clean, predictable, high-quality apps from any AI builder. By the end of this video, you'll know how to think like a real builder, break your app into clean chunks, map user journeys, and finally give AI prompts that produce legit results, not Frankenstein apps. Before we jump in, if you're into this type of real, no BS breakdowns, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It literally helps the channel grow and lets us keep making videos like this for you. And if you want to go deeper, build with me, or get real examples, join our Classroom Plus community. It's the fastest way to learn this properly. Links in the description. All right, let's get into it.
Most beginners make the same mistake. They jump straight into the tool. They open anti-gravity, Lovable, and expect it to do everything automatically. But the tool can't read your mind. Even worse, they don't think about the structure of their app first. No data models, no workflows, no user journeys. When you're confused, AI gets confused. And this is why it fails. The AI doesn't know what you want. Features, logic, or flow, all are missing. You get a Frankenstein app that barely works. Now I will show you what a bare-bone prompt will give. Right now I am in lovable.dev, which is an AI app building website. I will now give Lovable a prompt to make me a to-do list app like Uber. As you can see in the text area, I have given my prompt as make a to-do list app like Uber without any kind of specification or any kind of outlines on how to build this. Let's see what actually is being built. Now you can see that the AI has finished building my application. All you can see is the black and white theme that Uber has in here. There is no welcome screen. There is nothing related to what this app is about. No user interfaces, no pages, no backend. Nothing like this is available since I just gave a bare bone prompt. Now I will walk you through on the steps to create a proper prompt. First off, you need to define your outcome. Step 1 is the easiest. What does your app actually do? Who's going to use it? And what problem is it fixing for them? If you can't answer those 3 things, you're not ready to build yet. Here's what a clear prompt actually looks like. Notice how I define the outcome first. I say who's it for? Universities. I say what it does, create and assign tasks. And I say why it matters, to avoid confusion in group projects. When you give this kind of clarity, the output instantly becomes 10 times better. Now let's talk about mapping the proper structure before using AI tools. Step 2 is where most people instantly level out. You map your app before you ever touch an AI tool. Think of it like building a house. You don't start hammering nails without knowing the rooms, the layout, where the doors go. Apps are the same. First, define your pages or screens. What does the user actually see? A login page, a dashboard, a settings page? List them out like you're sketching a simple blueprint. Next, outline the basic logic. What happens when a user clicks a button? What happens when they submit a form? What triggers what? You don't need coding knowledge for this. You just need to explain the cause and effect. Then map your data tables and relationships. What pieces of information does your app store? Users, tasks, orders, bookings, and how do they connect? One user to many tasks, one restaurant to many orders. When you do this, 2 things happen. You understand your app clearly. The AI finally gets clean instructions instead of chaos. If you skip this step, your app becomes a confused mess. If you follow it, the AI becomes a laser-focused builder for you. Here's the proper structure. First of all, these are the 4 screens that my app should have. I explain the basic logic, and I define my data tables with their respective relationships to each other. You give this level of clarity. It finally knows what to build instead of guessing in the dark. Now let's talk about breaking our prompt into smaller pieces. This is where most beginners go wrong. They ask the AI to build the whole app at once, especially if it's a complex app. And what happens? Chaos and confusion. Instead, you need to tackle your build piece by piece. Think of it like building a car. You don't assemble the engine, seats, and wheels all at the same time. You go step by step. The same applies to applications. First off, the front-end build. Start with what the user sees, the screens, pages, and UI elements. Map out the login page, dashboard, settings, or any other screens. Get the visual flow right first. Next, handle the backend. This is where you handle the data. What tables do you need? Users, tasks, orders. How do they relate to each other? This is the engine that powers your app. So define it clearly before moving on. Workflows and automations. Now think about actions. What happens when a user clicks a button, submits a form, completes a task? Map out all the workflow so your app behaves logically. Next off, we have API logic. If your app needs external integrations like a calendar API or payment gateways, define these connections separately. Keep them organized so nothing breaks. And last but not least, the what ifs, the edge cases. What happens if a task is deleted while someone is editing it? What if the user logs out mid-process? Handling these kind of edge cases early prevent messy bugs later. Here's what chunking looks like. Instead of telling the AI build my whole application, I break it into front-end, back-end workflows and automations, API logic, and edge cases. When the AI gets a clear bite-sized tasks, the output becomes 10 times cleaner, more accurate, and way easier to fix. Chunking is how you stop the AI from guessing and start getting real results. Now let's talk about having a builder mindset. Now everything comes together. You have to prompt like a builder, not a beggar. Most people talk to AI like they are asking for a favor. Please build this for me. Please fix this. That is why they get weak, messy output. So here's the format of a proper professional prompt. Number 1, clear role. Tell the AI who it should act as, a senior developer, a UX designer. When you assign a role, the AI switches into the right mindset immediately. Number 2, have a clear task. Explain exactly what you want it to do, not fix my app, but optimize the login flow or generate the database schema for these features. The clearer the task, the cleaner the output. Number 3, having clear constraints. Tell it what it must follow. Keep it simple, don't delete existing code. Use these data tables, only use minimal UI components. Constraints help the AI avoid doing too much or changing the things you don't want. And next, having a clear context, giving it a backstory, what app you are building, what kind of technology you're using. AI can't guess your word. You have to give it the map. Number 5 is clear output format. If you want steps, ask for steps. If you want code, ask for code. Never let the AI decide the format for you. You tell it exactly how the answer should show up. Last but not least, having clear steps. End your prompt with direction. After this, I will give you the workflow to build. Or, next, I want you to generate the UI components. This keeps the conversation structured, not scattered. So remember, don't beg the AI to build your app. Command it like a builder. You're the architect. The AI just follows your blueprint. Now I will demonstrate the difference between a vague prompt and a very well-structured prompt. For this, I will be using Google AI Studio and Gemini 3 Pro. As you can see, I have gone ahead and built this task management using this really vague prompt, which just says to build a simple task management app and to just make it look good. And on the right side, you can see the output. It is a really vague app. It's a really basic app. It just looks black and white, nothing special. And now I will actually go ahead and give the structured prompt in here. For your convenience, I have gone ahead with stepwise defining of each step. But you don't need to do this at all. You just need to gear this properly in the beginning of your app and others in their respective order. I have defined the proper outcome that I am expecting out of this build. I have also gone through the structure beforehand, giving this to the AI, and I have told it what was my thinking process when I was planning this structure. Now AI has the idea about what the structure is. And I have also given the breakdown in chunks. Since I will be only focusing on the front end, I have given to build only the front end because I'm only focusing on that. With regards to workflows, automations, API logics, I have skipped those front. So I have specified it, since if I don't specify this, Gemini will automatically build this for me. And thus I have given what are my next steps. So the structure is properly ingrained into Gemini. Now let's go ahead and build this. Now, as you can see, it has fully built the app. It has properly gone to what the outcome is, which is your simple task management. And it also went through who is using it, given a name to it as well, and a proper description about what this is in the login page. Now I will go ahead and log into this app and show you what it has. Now we are inside application. As you can see, it is really beautiful and everything is organized properly. You have a proper dashboard, a place to add your new tasks, a place to manage your profile. Everything is properly aligned with the prompt I have given. If you want beautiful outcomes like these from your prompt, follow the steps I have discussed in this video. If you want to go deeper, build real apps with us or get help on your projects, join the Masked AI Academy on School. That's where we level up for real. I will see you inside.